Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stonehearth with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the lovely Isle of Zeech. In today's episode, we are going to be simply trying to upgrade our village even more. I want more houses, I want more tree sections, and most importantly, I want to experiment with different types of food. Now, one thing a lot of people have told me is that the omelette, this lovely thing here, will actually make people happy. This will give the same bonus as the Pio Pot Pie, which is really good since all of these items are automated. The one problem with the pot pie is that you have to manually kill the chickens, and then it takes a very, very long time for the shepherd to get new chickens to replace them, especially if you're using such small pastures, as they don't necessarily breed naturally. As normally, if you have a huge pasture, the animals there will produce more animals over time. The shepherd doesn't have to get every last one, but if you have only two, it normally doesn't happen, because if there's only one in the pasture, obviously can't breed by itself. If there's two, then it's full. You clearly see the problem, but it's more space efficient, but less efficient for the shepherds. If we go with the eggs, however, this completely negates the fact it's less efficient for the shepherd, because it really doesn't matter. And we are currently getting meat because of our massive trapping area. In fact, currently, I have been cooking the savoury meat stew. So instead, let's remove that, and let's put down some omelettes instead. So let's try to make, let's say, at minimum, try to keep 20 omelettes in the inventory. There we go. For some reason, my number pad wasn't working properly there. And that will be the main one, and this will simply never activate because we won't have pollo meat anymore. Or pollo. Pio? Pollo? I know it's Spanish. I think it's a play on words for the Spanish word for chicken or something like that. I'm just going to call them chicken because I butcher enough names in this series anyway. So that's how it is. Which means I do want some more chicken. So what I'm going to do is change these two rabbit pastures over to chicken pastures, because we now have our lovely trappers, which are actually needed now if we are going to be making these omelettes. So the omelettes will be the fancy happy food, followed by the tasty vegetable stew, which will be the regular cooked food. Hopefully this is correct, because the pies are really annoying to make. So, one thing I do need now is a couple of two-handed swords. These are also worth an absolute fortune, so let's make two of those as soon as possible, which means our footman can be upgraded with the very best weapon we can make. So our footman will be very powerful. A brand new day, sadly with no new people, and sadly Trappy here is not currently sleeping even in a comfy bed, so he gets the brand new sleeping quarters. And because so many people have yelled about it, Trappy, enjoy your extra pee. There we go. Commenters who are interested in pee, there we go. Trappy now has 2 peas. I hope you're happy. There we go, the spelling mistake has been corrected. Thank you all for pointing it out in all seriousness. So now we have way more chickens, but sadly they seem to lay incredibly rarely, which is bizarre because I used to keep chickens. I had 7 chickens at one point, and all of them, with the exception of one annoying one, used to lay every day, at least 5 times a week, at minimum. These chickens do not obey these rules. I used to keep you. I know you. Well, here's something interesting. It seems like if we bunch all of the trees together, it's not an issue until they try to go to their largest size, because these trees at the back were planted before these trees here, and yet all of these have become the largest, and these are all the second largest. That's definitely something to think about. Okay, so for 7 silkweed bundles, you will give us some different types of tree seed. That's absolutely fine, I do accept. So now, if we wish to, we can grow different types of trees to have a little bit of variety, which ultimately will be very pretty, so sure, let's have a couple of them, although we don't really need too much. Oh yeah, I have to click on them, don't I, or something. I remember this being really... Oh, you're holding it. You are currently holding the item of which I am thinking of. No, you're not. I can't remember how to do this. I remember it being really annoying and not automatic. There it is. Place them there. And then hopefully I can just use them, I imagine. Ta-da! And there we go. Use. We can now plant the different types of tree. I always imagine that being an automatic process, but apparently not. Let's have 2 of them growing those. There we go. And then let's have some more corn, because why not? Corn is always good. It's very nutritious, and it's not too harsh for the farmers to grow. And then a bit of wheat as well, so that all of our animals can be fed. We are placing so many houses now. I'm so glad we have so many workers. This isn't really an issue. But of course, there are boulders in the way. Daily update, almost hitting a new person, which means tomorrow we definitely will, especially since we are currently building, which massively ups our value. I'm thinking 1 more row after this, so 1 more row of 4, and then we start building along the side. The trees can then be moved over to here. I think that makes sense. Most cramped battle ever. You know, I am actually considering building a massive wall here, and then building a bridge here so the enemies always spawn over here. It would just be a lot easier than having such a large open area. Or at very minimum, simply building a wall and building a gap in it. Like I said before, if you do build a complete wall, and sometimes even if you build doors in the wall, the enemies will simply spawn inside your base because they can't figure out a direct route to your base and they glitch out a little bit. Not the nicest thing, and honestly though, to be perfectly honest, to be perfectly fair, this is stuff which happened in the previous updates. There's a good chance some of this stuff has been changed, but I'm a little bit gun-shy when it comes to building a complete wall. Plus, I have no idea how I'm going to make the enemies pay for it. Here we are. It turns out the omelette does increase happiness. So it's the omelette and the pie, which both increase happiness, which means it seems like it's the complexity of the food, not the level of the food, which makes them interesting. Sadly, savoury meat stews don't actually make anyone happy, which is a shame. But either way, this is a lot easier to build in mass, even if the eggs and the meat are both not the easiest things in the world to get. It's just a lot easier than the Pio Pot Pie. A brand new day, and we get our 27th person, which may be our best statted person yet. 5 of mind, 6 of body, and 6 of spirit. She would make the perfect cleric, the perfect footman, the perfect archer, the perfect knight, and almost a perfect craftsman. She can be pretty much anything, and right now we don't really need anything but workers. But I will definitely try to remember this person if we ever need more soldiers. Also, there's an invasion coming apparently, so if the soldiers could go out, that would be glorious. There we go, caught them before they got into the village itself, but let's just make sure no one gets scared, because that's a massive negative to happiness. Also, there are healers here, so let's slow down time for a second, and please focus on their healers. First one down, and now let's take out the second. There we go, and I would focus on the single archer, but that's so far away, we may as well just clean up their warriors and their knights. There we go. The glory of having 4 clerics. Very, very hard to kill this group. And so, the last enemy, the archer of the group, the leader of the group, is brutally massacred. There we go. Excellent. I'm really happy with our fighting force at the moment. And everyone get back to work. Now, I do sort of want a second shepherd so that we can have more chickens efficiently, but I do need the meat for the omelette, so I'm actually tempted to get a second trapper. Trader returns. Gold for steel, that's absolutely fine by me, thank you very much indeed. How goes the new tree type? It's still currently seed pods. Okay, so nothing special there. How many oak logs can I put down? 280! Okay, maybe we're farming a few too many trees. Though, to be perfectly honest, we are building a lot of houses at the same time, so hopefully the new bed will go down here very, very soon, and then our new person can sleep there. And actually, let's put down the next house after that, so it's all nice and planned and stuff, so far in this episode, things have been really getting done. Food has been going really, really high, our value is increasing rapidly, and our housing is increasing as well, as you can see. Everything is just looking really good right now. The new beds are already down long before the buildings themselves, but this does mean we can give our new person a bed straight away, and we can see if anyone is currently sleeping in the bad type of beds. So Happy Wheels, you are now being moved out of the basement, and finally you get your new home. Where is Happy Wheels? Am I going mad or blind or both? There it is, right at the top. Excellent. So far, things are looking really good, like I said before. It's almost time, I really think, to make the gong so that we can spawn in some of the enemies, because right now, we're just kind of doing what we need to do. There's no real combat. Everything's going so ridiculously quickly. It's actually kind of awesome. Yeah, the enemy have no chance here. Okay, so, no, not design custom building, I'm just building the same house over and over, because honestly, it looks really cool when it's this uniform. Here's a question, how far are these two apart? So if I just go into custom building this one time, they are 14 apart, okay. So let's just put down a little line here so I can remember that. Oh, invaders are approaching, so now I do actually have to pay some attention. Oh, one of our knights is really badly hurt. Oh, dear God. Bastion, run. Run, 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 run. Just run. Stop going backwards. Thank you. Okay. So, focus on the healers. As always. So, what I really need to do... darn it. Reinhardt, you as well, please. Run. Run. Stop running the wrong way. What I really need to do is get the healers into a second group so I can put them on the front. And I will do that now. I'll do that after this fight. I don't really have the time right now. That was an enemy who just died, right? Good. Okay. So with me saying everything's going so good, naturally we instantly need something to prove me wrong. Yeah, the whole reason that fight went so badly is because the healers stay so far back, so they heal over time, the area of effect heal rather, doesn't affect the ones at the front. So they're essentially healing with half power the entire fight, which is just terrible. Okay, so, group 2. Add member, and we need to add all the clerics. There we go. All the clerics in one group, all of the regular soldiers in the other. The new house has now been placed, and so let's have a quick look-see then at making that gong. So where is it? There it is, the decorative scout gong. Let's make that as soon as possible so that we can start the next fight. Although the last fight didn't do too well, now that I've separated our forces into 2 groups, hopefully we can fight a little bit better in the future. So, a little bit of a cut there, because sadly the microphone muted itself. I think I know why it did this, but either way, it was a little bit annoying. It didn't really miss much, except for one thing. A small attack force was simply attacking us, so I sent both of our groups over to fight it, and I noticed something very odd. The clerics, being in their own group, no longer realized that someone else was fighting the enemy, so they instantly tried to attack them themselves. None of them stopped and did their normal heal routine. They all went into melee and tried to kill them with their books. Even after moving them normally and not using the attack command, they kept on doing it. The next time a small attack occurs, I'm going to test this again, and hopefully it was just a moment of weirdness, but maybe the whole double group thing might not work, and I just need to be better with micromanaging and slowing down time a little bit more. Okay, here we go, a small group of enemies have now spawned in, so let's do what I did before. So this is how I started it, both groups on attack formation. And instantly the priests go on the attack run, but this time they are actually healing. Okay, last time they didn't do this. They just kept on attacking, even though there were clearly people who were far too hurt. Like this now, they should be healing this knight. They shouldn't be attacking. Now I try to move them, and they go back to attacking again. So clearly there is a little bit of weirdness. They should be healing this knight, with them both being separated, so I am going to have to make them back to just being a regular group. The funny thing is, in a previous playthrough, I actually did this exact thing with having them separate, and it wasn't really an issue. Just a bit of weirdness there, I suppose. And can you please go back to defending this location, thank you. They will only leave if they need to feed or sleep, but this way there's always someone guarding here, so our random soldiers don't get attacked. Well, that just happened. One of our people got stuck in the wall and died. So, yeah. We're now down to 26 people. A town's member has died. Great. That's fantastic. 7 days of -3 happiness. The entire town is going to be sad very, very quickly now. I still can't quite figure out how they died. All I saw was their glitching body, and then by the time I'd moved over there, this person has died. So clearly they starved to death. That's the only thing I can imagine. Did not mean to do that. Just a little bit tilted now, honestly. A little bit tilted by the fact I can't have the two groups separate because we may need some soldiers in the healing one, which means that kind of negates the whole point of it, and one of our civilians died from reasons I'm not sure of. They definitely didn't get incapacitated because I would have saw that, and you actually have to manually press the button to get them back into your village. That happened a few episodes ago. One of my people got hit by like 3 arrows and got knocked out. That definitely didn't happen, and normally they get moved to a bed. That was not a bed. At least I think you have to manually do it. Even if you don't, that's just odd. And I've just been looking back at all the footage. I can't see a single screen where I can see that person. So what I think's happened is they've got glitched out, like, in the corner there. In fact, you just saw how that person kind of hit the corner, then went in. I think they've hit the corner and then got stuck on the door or something. I need to be really careful now. Will I get a new person today? Well, I actually definitely will, because we're down to 26. We will instantly repopulate to 27, because we already have the value and the amount of food. Although, people are already getting very upset. I had a few upset, because they were scared of an enemy which attacked in this area. Yep, brand new person, welcome aboard. Hello there. You are a really good crafter, so eventually you will be a crafter. Now here's the thing, I have no idea where that last person's bed actually was, so maybe one of these beds are now open as well? I mean, it would make sense if it was this one. Well, the one she died in, I can't quite remember which one of these it is now, but either way. She could have gone in there actually to eat, which would make things even worse. So, current owner, current owner, current owner, current owner. The thing is as well, if she was knocked out... Okay, she lived here, so I have to remember this one is currently free. If she was knocked out and then brought back, I still don't understand why she wasn't put in the bed, and normally, our cleric would have tended to her automatically, as I've only just now started doing this defensive thing. I don't really know, I'm just a bit confused. Even if it was a knockout, it shouldn't have killed her. Something went wrong, I don't know how. Well, on the upside, apparently the town morale is still fairly content, I have no idea how, and we are getting a new person. I still can't believe this happened. I'm not completely blaming the game at this stage, though. I'm just thinking how I could have missed this, and why they would have been placed in this house, and I think that's the problem. If someone was knocked out, and it isn't automatic, I should have still got the warning, someone is severely low on health. But I could have misread that as one of the soldiers, and then moved one of the soldiers out of the way, not realizing it was a civilian, and then someone has automatically put the civilian really weirdly in the corner of a house, and that's why I didn't see them and didn't notice anything happen. So that's my only theory for what's happened if it wasn't something weird. Because it was sort of out of nowhere, to be honest, and maybe it would have said low health before they died if they were starving. So I'm going with that theory at the moment, but I don't really know. Anyway, immigration report, we have a new person, we've stewed on this for far too long, I'm going to blame myself since I have no proof either way, and let's see who the new person is. Hello there, and your stats are, again, a truly fantastic person, and you are going to be a happy person as well, and you didn't know the person who died, so look, it's going up, it's actually going up, everything is good. Then if we look at a random person, like you for instance, as you can see, not quite as much, but at least your meal was cooked, I suppose. And of course, the new person can have the bed in the corner. There we go, that is yours. So next, I will be building the houses down here as well, which will make our entire housing district, and then we can start working on more silly but more fun things, like building the crafting buildings. Can you tell? I am really tilted right now. I am just lost for what just happened. Why can't everyone be as happy as this person? Look at this. They're an optimist, they care that their meal was cooked, they had a tasty meal and that makes them happy, they still have their pioneering spirit, and they slept in a comfy bed. I mean, what more could you possibly want, even if occasionally we do let people die? You get omelets. I mean, come on, everything's fine. Also, some enemies over here, so let's clear this before anyone starts to just wander on over and start to collect that stuff. What seeds do you bring? You bring golden gourds. Well, that's something different, so it'll be nice to grow that. And all you want is silkweed, so yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay, so what I need to do from now on is put this on normal speed like this and move the clerics upwards. So clearly I can't put them in a separate group because they act too aggressively, so yeah, just move them up. All I could do, I suppose, is just move up my entire group, if I wanted to do it very, very quickly, like so. Yeah, rather than doing the attack move, do the regular move, because the clerics won't move out of melee range. They are currently attacking, but that's because there's no one to heal. That would likely be better, actually, and then just go back to defending this territory, because that's normally where the enemies come from. So now we are getting enough eggs, but we are not getting enough raw meat, which means either A, I need to start farming rabbits, or B, we need a new trapper. And at least the trapper's automated. Wow, to be fair, there's 3 animals currently stuck in cages. I think we have enough meat. Perhaps this was just between collections. Did that seriously give you no meat whatsoever? Can I check your inventory somehow? Wow, do foxes give no meat? Or is there a chance of giving no meat? Okay, so there's a chance of giving no meat. That's really annoying, actually. Well done, though. You just leveled up your trapping skills. What's the max level bonus, I wonder? Not currently implemented, so it doesn't matter. You've already leveled up. Okay. I also wonder if placing down traps in the more heavily forested areas would get us better results. I'm not really sure if that is implemented. I've heard a few times it is, but then I've also heard from people who have played the game way more than me that it isn't. So it's a little bit odd about placing that type of stuff. And the invaders are approaching. Just a single guy? Okay, well apparently he's named, so he is an elite at least, so... Oh no, no, there they are over there. He was simply a distraction. We'll kill him before his group gets to him. There we go, so straight away 1 down. And let's stop for a second. I really wish there were hotkeys for this. Okay, so move all nice and close up together. Since area of effect weapons aren't really anything in this game, other than the healing, it doesn't really matter if we're so clumped up. Oh, would you look at that? Is it just because they're too close? If they get in melee range, they default to meleeing? No, it's just because the area of effect heal is affecting them. The hairy heal, as I almost said then. Well, that was very curious. Kill their healer, please. I just want the perfect fighting force. I was so proud of them at the start of the episode. And I still am, to be perfectly honest. They still haven't died, even when I completely failed them, so... That's something, I suppose. And we are now building the new house, which should be one further out than the road, because that scaffolding will go away. If we go all the way over here to the one facing the other way, yep, it's doing the same thing. Okay, I have placed that correctly. Go me. See, I can do something right. I've decided we are going to make a brand new trapper, and I could make it you, and you're almost the maximum happiness, which is amazing. But, let's see, is there anyone who likes to deal with meat? Ooh, you would be good, though, as the pack mule. A little bit slower, but can hold more. You have an animal companion, and you're a cultist. I don't really think either of those matter too much. There we go. Just loves animals, especially with hot sauce. Okay, well, clearly, Stitch here. Oh no, Stitch is the weaver. No, I've gone one too high. You would have become a perfect trapper, but sadly not. Okay, then, I don't really care too much about the other stats. So I guess you would be perfect, because you're never becoming a soldier. And I don't really need any other crafters, so yeah, you can become our new trapper. As soon as the knife is made, which should be soon. Oh yeah, that's it. I was about to place the pedestal, which is you here. Let's put that down. As soon as that's down, I can then go ahead and start up making the trapper's knife. So close. There we are, we have our second trapper, so let's just do this. This whole area here behind the houses can be our new trapping location, and it's going to be huge. Let's just put it all the way. There we go. All of that there is for trapping, so we have two massive trapping areas, which I assume is a little bit too large for only two trappers, but I'd rather have two large trapping areas than two small, and then them simply idling. A new fight has broke out with lots of ogres and a single knight. So they shouldn't be too hard. Just focus fire on one of them, please. And this time I've placed the healers in a much better place. Although they do move forward a little bit too much. There he is, set alight, and down he goes. Okay, there we go, much better. Please stay there. Not really getting much wealth now, since we're not really building much else. Don't really need more people right now anyway. That's kind of cool. We can see the blueprints of all the houses as they're being built if we're on this level. That is actually really neat. Anyway, we need a new person to live in our new house. So, Slanesh, you get a brand new home. And you get to live here. Which is good, since that's kind of where you're working right now, so that's always good. Did I just go past all the clerics? Why is Slanesh so much further away than the rest? I don't really know. There we go, though. So now you do sleep there. Fantastic. Well, this is new. You've reached the maximum number of items. Each halfling increases the total number of items your town can have. Halflings will not harvest resources if their town owns too many items. Storage containers count as items and do not increase your item limit. Sell off the extra items or destroy them using the clear item tool. Okay then, so does this count as this kind of stuff as well? I'm really hoping it doesn't, because that's kind of unfair, honestly. Because all of this kind of happened by itself, so clear all of these items, yay! Yes, destroy! Now, of course, we've actually got to wait for people to get here and to destroy them, which is really annoying. And please don't just randomly destroy the tree. Thank you. I'm actually getting quite a bit of lag as well right now. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. Either way, though, the next time there's a merchant, I'm just going to sell off everything we don't need. One more fight. Once again, I have put the clerics in a better position. It seems like just using the move tool in order to get them into combat, rather than the attack move, is a lot more effective. Of course, then as soon as you start pointing out a single target, they do separate a bit, but either way, clearly this is a better tactic. The area of effect heal is just so powerful on the clerics. And now kill the leader yet again. And down you go. Back to where you were, daily update, okay. Also, defending this area was a really good idea, because now people just aren't under attack. We haven't had a single civilian fear for their lives in several days, which is really good considering they're still morning. Finally, a merchant. Let's sell stuff. So really, we want to sell the cheapest rubbish we have. So, do I have any excess stone or anything stupid like that currently? Not really. Actually, we're sort of running out of stone. We don't need these flowers, though, and they're only worth 1 each. We aren't using clay for anything, and we can always get more lighter very easily. Oh, yeah. You can all go away, and so can you. Goodbye. That definitely helped. Several hundred items simply vanishing there, and we do have 157 of these. Okay, yeah, we do need more traders, so how do we build the traders tent that we had in the previous playthrough? Is it at the carpenter? Yeah, we need some of these. Make me 10 of... no, let's not be completely silly. Make me 4 of these, and of course, as these go down, they will be remade. This will go on right at the top, so we can summon traders at will. That will be a lot better. Here is something I really need to do. Start making things like the log piles and making things like the hay bales. I believe it's called a hay bale in this. No, it's a wheat bundle. Of course it is. So things like that, which simply clump together a lot of item to make a single item, which of course is far more compact. I wasn't doing this because, well, honestly, I didn't realize there was an actual limit, and I sort of wanted all of these chests full because I thought that was going to be really cool. Daily update, and we do get a new person, making it our 29th person. Hello there, and you have fairly standard stats, and apparently you want to be a farmer. Which we don't really need right now, honestly. We're doing great in terms of our food stock. In fact, we've got far too much food, that's one of the issues. Yay, a salesman, you can buy crap from us, fantastic. But I do warn you, it is the highest quality of crap. We could give them all of our wheat. We have far too much of it right now. Not all of it, but let's give them like half. There we go. A very loud ringing noise is now in my ears, which is fantastic. Anything else you want to give them? We have a lot of copper as well. Here you go. You can have some of that as well, lad. Don't you worry, and goodbye. I think I've decided our super happy person here is going to go into the military. So let's give you a sword, and I will probably turn you into an archer over time. Ah, great timing. Somewhere for us to learn. Crap, why are they running over there? Oh, for Pete's sake, where'd you even come from? Why did you run like this, though? That's what I don't get. And again, I really need to stop fast-forwarding time. That's the problem. It becomes very hard to track everything that's going on. Well, this is bad. Okay, yep, we're being fought on both sides now. Focus on the squishy ones instead. Stop focusing on the big tank. And can one of the knights please get his attention? Thank you. Now run off again. There we go. Let's kill him. Our footman is apparently in this fight. There he is at the front with his little stick. That's great. Leveling up already, though, thanks to the high mind stat. Ignore the leader for now. There we go. Now finish him off. Maybe I should just put town alert on every time any fight breaks out. Is that just a single little goblin? Well, dead goblin now, but goblin nonetheless. Why was the person even... oh, yeah, because I've ordered all these destructions. That's the problem now. All of our people are going out over here. Hello there, simple merchant. Would you like to buy all of our stuff? We have way too much stuff here. Enjoy, enjoy. Look, terrible weapons we're never going to use because, well, we can make far better now. All of these can go away. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And then you can have... anything else we have way too much of? We still have too much wheat. Enjoy. You can have all of that wheat. Glory to you. And we still have enough food for people. So one thing I wanted to check is just to make sure all of these houses are currently taken. And by the looks of things, they all are. Mr. T is there. Okay, let's just check everywhere else. Current owner, current owner, current owner. Yep, seems like everyone else has a place, which is great. So that means we do need a new house very, very soon because our newest person currently has nowhere to live, and I don't think I've even put them in a bed down here yet. Turbo lives down here. Current owner, are any of these spare, the comfy beds? Yes, you are spare, so let's give that to you for now, okay. And then once the new house is built, which I can place now, you can get that house. We still need so many more homes because of how big we're making these. It is making people happy though, that's why no one, well, I think like maybe 1 or 2 people went to the most sad they could be during the whole mourning event when someone was killed, and yet that was it. Actually, most of them were still content, because huge spaces to live, really comfy beds, and good food. I think now, finally, everyone's back to normal. Yep, everyone's back to exactly normal. There we go. You had a cramped environment. Yep, because we just saw you sleep in the wrong place. Everyone else is okay. Still struggling for getting tasty meals to everyone, though. So, we still need more meat, is the problem. Even with the 2 trappers, so I think we may have to get a shepherd and then have the shepherd do the whole rabbit thing, so we have a constant source of meat. I'm afraid, though, I am all out of time for today's episode. It's been a bit of a weird one. We are definitely progressing in the correct direction, but it's been a bit insane. I was hoping more would get done, but honestly, I think I end every episode at the moment thinking that exact thing. I've been playing now for around about 4 hours, and, well, this is how we've ended up. If I just played Stonehearth all day, I think I would go a little bit mad. So right now, we do actually have still a lot of people available to be named, and this is because I haven't got round to checking all the names from the previous video, because normally what I do is I make a list, I look at the most upvoted comments, so consider this a second chance to get your name in the game. Right now I'm trying to desperately catch up to my normal recording schedule, and considering I've still got a bit of the flu and my migraines are still coming and going, it's been a little bit weird in terms of my timetable, and then playing Forts at like midnight because Forts is very addictive. So here we are. We have our new character here, who will most likely eventually be a farmer, especially if I start farming things like silkweed in order to get more value. We have the almost perfect soldier, who will most likely eventually become a soldier. We have you there, Asher. And then we have our new trapper, who will most likely remain a trapper forever. The other trapper, once again, will most likely be a trapper forever. We have our newest footman, who's the happiest footman you ever did done see. We have our farmer, and we have one of our clerics who needs a name, and I think that is it. Nope, 2 of our clerics. Oh, and of course the cook, which I think I may have went past. Either way, you can clearly see it's the people without the star next to their name. If you would like to name someone, please remember to put their name in your comments. It makes it so much easier for me to find it. And if you do see someone else with the same name suggestion as you, feel free to upvote that comment so it's easier for me to see and it's more likely to get into the game. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stonehearth is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.